question for this video is, should you buy a drone? To be honest, that question isn't that simple to answer. We need to look at a few factors and see if a drone would actually benefit you. Hi there and welcome to my channel. I am Mario, and if you are new, I hope you will enjoy the content that I make. So please don't forget to hit that subscribe and like button. It helps me to create more videos like this. So drones can be pretty expensive and there's a lot to choose from. I got my first drone probably around 2 years ago, and it was the DJI Mavic Air 2. I must say that was a fantastic drone and I do regret selling it. But at that time it did not suit my needs, so I decided to get rid of it. I do have a video on my channel. I will leave the link somewhere above me and in the description so you can go see what that footage looks like. Let me explain why I sold the drone. So I just started out with videography and photography. I just bought my first camera as well. So I was a newbie at everything, and having a drone as well, I did not really know what to film and really how to use it. So I kind of just left it to one side and didn't actually touch it. Now, I bought it. A week after I bought it, I crashed it into a tree. Had it sent into DJI, and I think it took about 3 weeks, got it back, and then it just stood on a shelf and I did nothing with it. So the problem was I did not have any skills or direction as to what to do with the drone. So that's why I decided to rather sell it and invest that money into other camera gear that I can use and learn from. I built up my videography and video editing skills, also tried to learn as much as possible about camera gear. So just trying to get as much knowledge as possible so I can understand this entire videography field. I don't really focus on photography, more on the videography side of things. I started getting in more client work, and some of those clients needed drone work. We got this one project in where we had to make these mini documentary videos for a YouTube channel, and we needed a drone to get different shots to make the videos more dynamic. So we decided to go for the cheaper option and get the DJI Spark. Now I believe that drone has been discontinued, but you will still get it secondhand, maybe on Facebook Marketplace or one of those platforms that sell secondhand electronics. What's nice about this drone is that it is small and compact, but there are a few cons about this drone. Like the sensor is a little bit too small, so in low light it won't perform well and you will get a lot of noise in your footage. Also, the range and connectivity on this drone is not the best. I've lost connectivity from the remote and the drone itself a bunch of times. My friend and I flew down to Stellenbosch in South Africa, where we had to make a mini documentary. If you'd like to see what that video is about, I will leave a link in the description. So just go click on it and check it out. We were in this park with really tall trees, and I sent up the drone, flew a bit. I really got nice shots, and then all of a sudden the connectivity just disconnected and I had no signal, no view on my cell phone, nothing. I walked forward in the direction that I flew the drone in, but still nothing. 20 minutes later, couldn't find the drone, nothing. I think it just tried to go home because you do have a home point that you can set. I think the trees were too tall and it might have hit one and got stuck, or it just flew away. I have no idea. We really needed that drone to get most of the shots for this video. We were relying heavily on B-roll, especially drone shots. So we had to make a plan and get a new drone. We also had, I think, 2 or 3 days. So time was of essence. We phoned around, tried to find new drones, finally found this guy that does sell secondhand drones, but he said he sold out every single drone he has over the weekend. But then all of a sudden he remembered that a guy came in yesterday and sold him a DJI Spark, the exact same drone that we had. We had a blue one. And luckily he was only 30 minutes away from our location that we were filming. So we drove to him, bought the drone, got a few extra batteries, and the problem was solved. Before we even started the project, it was almost over. But luckily, we found a drone. So moral of the story is always make sure you have clear visibility, and also you don't have anything interrupting with your frequencies and signal, because as you know, with the smaller drones, it's easier to lose them. We learned the hard way, unfortunately. If you are thinking about getting a drone, but you're not sure to drop all that cash yet, I would say make a list of pros and cons and then just weigh them and see if you really need a drone. People get into videography and photography most of the time and then they don't continue because either they don't have time or they don't actually enjoy it as a hobby. I can't tell you, yes, you must buy a drone. That is only your choice to make. So you have to decide if it will benefit you in any way. All I can do is just give you advice and push you into a direction where you can say, yes, I want to buy a drone, or no, I think I'll wait a little bit. If you know nothing about camera gear and how everything works, I would say do your research first. Go on YouTube and just type in videography or photography for beginners. Also ask a friend or family member if they do have a camera, if you can maybe use it and practice with it and actually see if you would be into it. Like they say, knowledge is power, so that will help you to make decisions easier and also the correct one when it comes to buying camera gear. I would say add a drone after you've learned the basics of editing and camera gear and you also have your first camera and so on. Then only add a drone where you can take the time and learn. It will be easier because you already have the basics of how camera gear work, how to film and how to edit. Later on, you can even turn it into a business or you can just keep it as a hobby. At the start, it is extremely overwhelming to learn all these new things and you know absolutely nothing. And this is the reason why I started this channel, to hopefully help some of you out to make the right decisions to move forward into the filming and photography side. I remember starting out and I knew absolutely nothing. It was extremely overwhelming, but what helped me was to watch other creators on YouTube make videos and explain how things work. And that is how I got where I am today. Drop a comment if this helped in any way, or if you have any questions, I will get back to you and hopefully give you an answer. Thanks for taking time out of your day to watch my video, and I will see you guys in the next one.